What's going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of Life Theories. This is our 57th episode. I think we're going to have a full house this show. We have our host, Jay from Down Under, but he's not down under because he's traveling the world at the moment. Where are we at the moment, Jay?
Calgary, Alberta, Canada.
There you go,
How's
brother.
that sound?
We have the beautiful co-host, Diana, also all the way from USA. How are you, darling? You all right?
I'm pretty good. How are you?
I'm fired up. I ain't spoke to you lot in a while. You also have myself from England, spiritual gangster. We are going to give all
you're
our
the
socials.
C-Man, mate. The C-Man.
The C-Man. You
C-Man.
can call me whatever you want to call me. Call me whatever you want to call me. But we are going to give all of our socials and where you can contact us at the end of the show. So stick around for that. But yeah, today's show, we're going to be talking a little bit about Jay's journey because he's been traveling the world. He's been traveling. He's been finding a lot about himself and the experiences that he's experiencing because he was actually in the midst of the hurricane, I believe, Jay?
Yeah, Hurricane Beryl, mate. Right in the middle of it, mate. It was the greatest, what do we call it? Native American sweat box you ever think about, mate. When you have to look, when you've only got you yourself in a dark room, mate. Geez, I'll tell you what, you can start working out what the hell's going on in life, mate. Absolutely.
I bet you literally you start having words with yourself because it puts you in that position where you have time to think. You know what I mean? And even that self is like a spiritual cleansing. Do you know what I mean? Being in the midst of that. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk a little bit about world events that's going on. If you haven't noticed, the world is going mad.
Yeah.
Crazy. Crazy. I'll tell you what, America was this close away from civil war not too long ago. Right? So I want to talk a little bit about that. And also just about the shift between 5D, the 3D and 5D and how we are all doing and how we can sort of keep and raise our vibrational frequency so we can have a more pleasant experience. So that's what we're going to be talking about today, guys. I'm going to let Jay or Diana continue this topic. So wherever you want to go first, guys, let's get it.
Go ahead, Jay.
Well,
you're the traveler.
Oh, I'm gonna say, like, obviously, I'm traveling the world, and we said this 4 years ago when we first started this that, we'll all meet one day, and suddenly, I was speaking to the big fellow over in Big Batman over there, and I was supposed to go there, and then it ended up, and as I want to specify that the big fellow over here said to me, Jay, you're going to be where you need to be, and that's it. Leave it at that. And this is how simple life can be, right? And it's amazing that you do that, and you trust the processes in what you're doing. But the spiritual growth I've had on this trip has been absolutely fucking amazing. Calgary is the most beautiful place. Look, I live in Melbourne. It's a shithole, okay? I'll be honest with you. But it's a fucking toilet block. It really is. The fucking toilet. It's bloody smart ass sooks go, you don't like it, bugger off. Yeah, I will, don't worry. But it's more about the energetical, what's happening in Australia. What's happening, mate, mate, energetically we're laying over, just giving all this nice stuff. And you're giving all this stuff, but there's an agenda. And as we know what's happening, but when I come over to America, who's very patriotic, the bloody flag, mate, I love it. And also Canada, which is very patriotic, got a beautiful town here. It shows me what's happening in Australia. It's bloody spiritually, it's absolutely fucking rooted. And that's why we're, I don't know how far we want to go into the political side of things, but spiritually we need a bit of guidance and need a circuit breaker. And being over here and talking to so many people has been absolutely amazing. And we'll talk about Hurricane Beryl very soon. Di, what about yourself? How have you been?
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the thick of the US, like pretty close to the nation's capital, and and Biden just dropped out of the race too. I just saw that today. So that's a whole other thing.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
So there's a lot going on. We know all the world's a stage. Everything should be questioned at this point. And regardless of what's going on, like the old has to fall apart for the new to come together. So I say it's back to the basics. We have an unstable foundation, corrupt foundation, and everything's being exposed. We're the age of Aquarius, that we're raising the vibration. When you're doing that, all that dark stuff has to be exposed. Like, they can't hide in the shadows anymore. It's they're being illuminated. That's what's going on. So buckle up. I think it's just back to the basics. And during times like this, you got to ground yourself. You got to just remember what's important. Don't get too caught up in the chaos and the sauce. There's a lot of fear being put out, a lot of just trying to start war within the collective. They're trying to turn people against each other. So we just have to remember that we're all connected and that we should work together. Just like the people at the top, quote unquote, work together, we should be working together. It's a very small group in comparison to the whole world, right? But they have us all turn against each other, and they're using this election and everything to really hype up the energy. Man, it's crazy. Yeah.
I want to butt in on that one thing. I'll get Cortez to jump in on this one. He's the one. This man here, I'll just say, my brother from another mother, some of the gospel words he's been telling me before I took this trip, and I want to shout out my other brother from another mother in Australia. The way that, you said to me, look, this is going to be a trip for you to find yourself, but also come together with the collective. I've actually, and I've got Jackie up the road here at the moment. We both said to ourselves, the way our frequencies and vibrations have really increased is it's very hard to be in the 3D at the moment. And we do miss you guys so much that we wish we could be closer together, that we could interact more physically. And that's what Jackie, both of us said, because of we could still, we're still doing what we're doing, but it's very hard for us because we really find out that our vibration is that higher than others. And, we're trying to get the best out of ourselves, but also we're trying to take the collective as well. What do you think, Cortez? How are you feeling over there in England?
Yeah, I think just finding that balance. I think there's a lot of chaotic energy, but I've been guided. The thing is, this is the thing. The more you stop resisting what's trying to come in, right? And what I mean by that is we don't know what's going to happen, okay? So, and the mind likes to try and tend to guess what's going to happen. What I've been doing lately, I've just been allowing my guides, my angels, God, Allah, Buddha, Krishna, whoever you look towards as that higher being for help, right? And I've just been allowing the universe to just do whatever it wants to do with me. And
allow and trust the process. Yeah. Allow and trust the process. That's all you can do. There's only so much you can control. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Have you dropped control too, Cortez? I was going to say to you, mate, have you sort of let go and just let go with the flow? Because I mean, we all got to get content out. We're not forcing the content, but we're sort of on that line where we're running and things, and we're not going with the flow. Because I found the last couple of days, how have you been feeling it?
Go on.
That's all right, mate.
The thing is, I haven't really been making content at the moment. I've been working on the business side of things. Really, I've been doing a lot with like creating my business because I want to work with kids, autistic children. So I've been working a lot with my business. That's where my energy has been at. I've also been feeling the pull to change my diet.
Big time.
I'm not eating meat anymore. That's for someone like me. Yeah. For someone like me, especially in the the ethnicity that I've grew up in, sort of that background of we like the Hebrew background, you know what I mean, and the Caribbean background. We like lamb, meat, chicken, beef. I've been steered away from a lot of that, and I've been led to sort of information to like, and that's for my higher self as well. Do you know what I mean? Because we have to understand, if we are going to shift, if we're going to make this shift vibrationally, then our bodies have to go through a shift as well. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? To be able to sustain the light energy to upgrade our DNA, which means our diets have to change. We have to feed ourselves more electrolytes, more fruits, more vegetables.
We're electric beings. We're electric beings.
We are electric beings.
You have to eat more life, not more death, like rotten.
That's it. That's it. And that's stuff that's been happening to me naturally and organically. And there's things that I know now, which I knew before, but now I know it, and I'm doing the things to sort of help my life. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's like, for instance, toothpaste, buying different brand toothpaste, not drinking fluoride water, boiling your water, having Himalayan salt with your water so your body can actually absorb the water. Do you understand? These are stuff that we don't get taught. There's so many things that we don't know, and this is what is coming to pass now. Like Diana said, it's the age of Aquarius, and there's a lot of truths coming. There's a lot of old healings. There's a lot of hidden knowledge that is coming to pass now, and a lot of people can see this, and we can heal ourselves. Well, I've just been guided to the earth more. I've been taking more walks in nature.
Yeah,
I've been grounding myself on a daily basis.
Have to, man. You don't want to get caught in chaos.
For self-care from the trees. Like me and we went out yesterday and we come back with a nice massive bowl of peaches, pears, plums, blackberries, and this is from the forest. This is from plundering from the forest. You know what I mean? And that's what I feel like we are being told to go back to. Our roots.
Yep. Back to the basics.
The thing is, okay, here's
back
one
to the
for
basics.
you.
That's why I always say.
Here's one for you. So I went to the Rocky Mountains, right, with Jackie. And, mate, I walked through the clearest water that you could you could believe. Mate, it was the clearest water I've ever seen. And we walked through it. And, mate, the feeling I got when I was there, and also connecting to the earth there, and knowing that, you know, I'm after chasing bears and all that shit, right, which is fair enough. Okay, but at the end of the day, it was connection to the earth, because we're still all human beings that are supposed to be connected like the animals, you know. See, we've got bloody mountain goats, we've got bloody cougars, the 4-legged ones, not the 2-legged ones. There's plenty of them as well.
Animals. We forget that. We are animals. We are part of the animal kingdom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of things too, I'm having when I see things like, you know, obviously still go on social media and stuff like that and all that, but I see things, I can't be bothered with it anymore. And I think yesterday it was a big revelation for me that 2 things I can give to the world is my hype. I'm the hype man. I mean, I'm a crazy bastard, but at the same time, I'm a pure person that people can be themselves around. There's 2 things that Jackie and I learned, and she learned herself. She's going to give what she can give and her knowledge to everyone. Just be herself. I think we've learned that, and we have to stick with that. Even being stoic, mate. I'll give you one tip. I'll open the door for a lady and stuff like that. There's not much of that anymore. And that's why even Jackie said there's not many gentlemen. I go, that's what I've always done, mate. You know, so you find your superpower, and then you align with yourself when you're aligned. And in this trip, as Cortez said, bro, you said, mate, it's going to be the making of me, and I think it is.
I'm
a Calgary Cowboy as well. So that's the end of these. That's the end of the. I'm a Calgary Cowboy from bloody who's being compared to bloody Steve Irwin 76 times here. Bloody crikey, mate! Grab that bloody crocodile, mate. Here we go. Fucking get a shrimp on the barbie off. Fucking stick it up your ass. You bastard.
Should do. Well, you should do something like that, Jay. You got
I've already done it.
You have the voice. Yeah, I saw the picture. Yeah, you have the voice.
No, it's crazy.
Well, I found out I had the voice. I was talking to. This is really weird about
and the personality. Shock,
yes. Yeah, the culture shock is hilarious, because when I came over, I was watching the English footy team, English soccer team or footy at a pub, and I was talking to a few of the Poms, right? And they go, "Fucking mate, wish you were around us, mate." I go, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "When we come over here, the Canadians think we're bloody Australian because we say mate." And then when you walk in, hey, there you go, bloody Steve Irwin, mate, straight up. Hey, mate, he's a bloody snake. Look at the size of the bloody snake, mate. It's going to bloody bite your balls off.
You know what I am, though?
It's a weird perception, but I will say Canadians are beautiful people. They've got more humanity here than Australians, I believe. And Americans, man, you're patriotic and you're very, very humble. It's only a snapshot of what I've seen. And a big shout out to Solomon King, man. What a fucking bloke, man. And Luna from Luna's Enlightenment. Mate, it's been a bloody massive bloody tour to meet to get the collective together, all of us together.
It's crazy. It's crazy. There was a plan. Before, and this is why we've all been led to each other, and this is part of the mission, I believe. Do you know what I mean? This is part of the mission, because they have this plan. Don't ever get that twisted, guys. There is a plan, and these episodes are also to prepare you lot for that. So,
no, that cyber attack bullshit. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
That cyber attack was bullshit. We didn't feel it. I don't think we here in Canada.
There's so many things that are being like inserted, and it's all about how we respond to it because they want to feed off that fear. They want to feed off that negative, that anger. They're feeding off that. The more unbothered you could be, like, know that we're good either way. Look, you have your family, you have your friends. Just take care of yourself, ground yourself, meditate a little more, do some breath work, whatever to stabilize your nervous system, eat a little bit better. That's all you can do. Stay hydrated. You just have to watch everything unfold. There is a divine order and chaos, right? There's a purpose beyond this stuff, but there's too many things going on right now that's like, Absolutely. Come on, man. It's ridiculous. Absolutely. Like it's all like just a test. And there are people that are freaking out, and I'm passing. I'm good either way. I'm being aware of it, but I'm not like feeding that thought form. Like I know Solomon talked about the egregores before, how like you feed the thought forms and they become the reality, right? So
that's
tell us
right.
about the Hawk Tour girl.
Also,
what in the Hawk Tour girl, Joanna?
Oh, the Hawk Tour girl. I mean, that's a whole another thing on its own. That's a whole like I think it's another psyop too, and it's a thing to distract from some other stuff. But look how that girl got blown up. Come on, man, for saying.
Listen, no one can go viral like that unless they.
She's getting deals right now. She's getting like 50K deals, like to make appearances, and she's selling merch now. Like that's
I know. It's ridiculous.
We're sitting here putting inspirational messages out, to help the collective, and that's what the Matrix is about. They like to promote that kind of stuff.
We're helping people on a real level, on the root level.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters. We're helping people on the root level.
You have to know you're helping people no matter what numbers show or no matter what, if you have a message you're sharing, you're doing something that helps somebody every day. Doesn't matter if it's online, in person, you're part of the solution, and you're doing the right thing.
Absolutely.
And you can get caught up in the numbers.
Yeah. You think about the vibration, right? So I've got the vibration when I moved into Texas. That was amazing. Looking at what Australia's vibration, especially Melbourne's just is a cesspool of shit. And it's about the vibration, mate. They're bringing the vibration down so badly there. People were so far up their own ass and so egotistical in a lot of ways. Look, we all got that. But it was really annoying me for about 3 months. I go, what the fuck's going on here? Then I got out and I saw a level of humanity and patriotism in America and in Canada especially, which has really revitalized me with regards to humanity, where it's going. And I think especially Canada, I'll say, because I've spent a bit more time here. And this is just people going, oh, you've only been there 10 days. Well, how about go fuck yourself? And actually, if you knew what I was like, I actually watched the way people interact and everything. And I did a bit of a video on it. You like that, do you? I'm using my swearing. Instead of swearing for the heck of it, now I just swear and tell them how it is. But I look at the way people interact in Canada, and they're just really nice people. You know what I mean? I just feel a good spell of humanity here. Compared to Australia, like it's sort of forced a little bit. Unless you know the person, you're in a clique. Whereas here, they appreciate everything. Don't get me wrong, but there's just that element of let's just do it because we're humans here, I think, and that's just having 10 days here. I mean, look, everyone's gone to me, oh, you're going to move there, oh, you'll be all the bloody same and all that shit. I go, mate, it's a case of looking at it at a deeper level, and that's what you understand, you two understand, but a lot of people don't, and that's what shits me to fucking tears, and that's why I wish you guys were around me a little bit more.
So it's absolutely fine, Jay, because I'm having conversations with people that I would never thought I would be having conversations with.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like the collective now is reaching
mass awakening.
It's such a level now. Listen, 2011, I sort of had my Kundalini awakening where I thought I was going absolutely crazy. If it wasn't for Victor Odo back then, where he actually started his awakening back then, because he was blogging about, and if you don't know Victor Odo, this is actually how we all met, guys. We all met on his program, right?
Aaron Dowdy picture, yeah.
Back then, no one was talking about this. No one was talking about this. And now, I could say 7 out of 10 people either are awake or they're sitting on the fence.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So that, to me, shows how far humanity have come within a short space of time, guys. And we have done so much work vibrationally. I don't think we give ourselves enough credit because we don't see certain things happening on the outside, but the inner work we've done to become the people we've become, to even have the thought processes that we have now. Do you know what I mean? We're talking about ex-druggies like me, people that ex-alcohol, alcoholics.
Hey, what about sugar addicts, mate? Hey, forget about sugar addicts, mate. I've been off the sugar, like the sugar. No, but sugar addicts, mate. There's sugar, everything, especially in Australia. Yeah. That's just
porn.
Make.
The lot.
Yeah, well, that took. There you go. There you go.
That's
I sent you that video, mate.
That's root work, and that is what this awakening is. Like the whole thing is about that. It's about truly understanding why we're here, and truly getting down to the nitty gritty of who you are, unveiling that. Do you know what I mean? Like an onion, peeling back the onion, because we're always peeling back something. We're never there. Even when we think we're there, there's something else that comes up to make sure that we're humbled.
Yeah.
But that is the beauty of this awakening.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Never settle. But this is why we are led to people like we are talking now. Do you know what I mean, Jay? So don't feel like you're alone, brother, because 13,
never 14... alone. No, we're never alone, but I think we as leaders, we're going to get up there and just, you know, and I believe that I've looked at stuff and people are open to it, which is fine. But also you don't go pushing the bloody objective. But the other thing which I've learned, which is people who one thing we talked about yesterday, Jackie and I, on the way back from our we did a charity event for cancer. We raised some money for people who for Cancer Canada, and there's a lot of people who were riding their bikes to make money, to raise money for cancer, and a lot of cancer survivors. But the other thing is, and which I found a lot, as I said, mainly in Australia because I live there, is people having an opinion on you and making you feel bad for what you feel. It's not lining up with their morals or whatever bullshit or bloody bullshit opinion they've got, because if their lives are all fucked anyway. So yeah, it's just the way it is. But when you go and do something really good for humanity like we did yesterday, it just brings you back to that vibration. There's so many cancer survivors there, such a lovely group of people. As I said, Canadians, I believe Canadians personally are bloody nice people, mate.
Absolutely, man. It does bring it back into perspective. Like my sister's had cancer for a while, and her cancer's literally just come back. But I was trying to explain to her about the body and stuff like that. This is another thing that I've been learning about. Like I've been learning about disease, illness, germs, and all of that. And it's like our bodies are, like the design of our bodies are absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? There is nothing our body cannot do. If our bodies can heal a cut, if our bodies can heal bones, if our bodies can heal all this, why can our organs not heal ourselves? Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like we're looking at disease differently. And I was explaining this to my sister because like her cancer keeps coming back. But I said to her, if it wasn't for those tumors, Lorna, that's her name, Lorna, then you'd be dead right now, because your body has created a trash bag, put all the crap inside of it to stop it from getting to your bloodstream. That's what a tumor is. So essentially your body is actually working correctly. Do you know what I mean? So she sort of looked at that and it changed something in her mind. It changed the way she viewed certain things. And this was only yesterday, but she's going to change her diet. She needs to have a high alkaline diet. She needs to do certain things, but that's the sort of things that are coming back now. It's certain knowledge, certain truth, actual truth that are going to make an actual difference. All here to experience it, I suppose.
Well, I found the fact that Canada has a third of the most trees in the world, right? And I can see why people are so bloody a bit more, I don't know, vibrant here and something, because all the CO2's been taken out. Because you go up to the mountains, man, it's fucking grouse, eh? And I am waiting for a bear. I want to see a grizzly. Everyone's going, you fucking mad, mate. I went up a trail, right? Here's a story for you. This is what everyone in Australia thinks I'm fucking crazy, right? So I go up this trail, beautiful trail, mate, you know? So we go up to one of these bloody lakes, Lake Louise, or one of those bloody joints anyway. So then I go, where's these bears, right? So there's this bear shit behind them. He goes, look, there's bears come down here. I go, rightio. So
is that Jake?
I went and it was really nice to go up. I'll tell you, I was shitting myself, don't get me wrong, but I've gone up this trail and, mate, and as I told my mate, all I've done is follow the bear shit. But I was looking for a bear, of course. But it's just getting back to nature. Like you go on a lot of hikes, Dice. I get it. We don't have a lot.
I'm
of
always
hikes
like I'm in the mountains, and I'm happy because I can heal more out here. It's more calm. Like I drive a little bit to go to my job, whatever, like an hour and 10 minutes each way, like 4 days a week, but because I work from home on Fridays. But still, it's worth it to me to be more peaceful and yeah, like have all that nature around me. I'd rather be in that environment.
But I'll tell you what, one thing I've learned, a couple of things. Canadians and Americans, they watch too many bloody kangaroo fight videos. Fucking mate, the kangaroos don't fight, mate. Tell you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's all we see. That's all we see. Yeah.
Yeah, all you do is put on kangaroo fight. I was talking to the things like the waitresses and waiters last night at Bret Hart's bar. Big shout to Bret Hart, Hitman Hart's bar, my childhood hero I've met. Anyway, okay, you're watching bloody freaking kangaroos. How big are these bastards? I said, listen, the red kangaroos in the middle, bloody clickbait this. The red kangaroos are about, say, 7 to 8 foot tall, but you don't go near the bastards, mate, you know? Anyway, And then ones that live around my area, which are greys, and they sit there, they won't come near you anyway. They're shit scared of you anyway. I mean, some of the big ones, if you piss them off, I mean, they'll come near you. But, mate, there's about 30, 40, 50 around me at my area, and they jump down the bloody street. But I'll tell you the funny thing is here, they're all worried about the bloody spiders that they think are bloody 20 foot tall, which I say, look, the funnel webs are about, I know, 3/4 of the span of your hand, and the bloody redbacks and the whitetails. And then they go, what about the bloody snakes? I go, yeah, we've got brown and black snakes, mate. They'll fucking kill you if you go near them, but they're not everywhere, man. But it's bloody, I said, we have a good laugh, you know, because I'm telling about how I'm going to go and fucking go near a grizzly. You go, you're fucking crazy, mate. You'll get your head ripped off, you know. But it's been a bloody good culture shock. And I tell you, I mean, America, I have to say, and one thing I love, and I don't know about you, Cortez, what you think about this, man. I'll tell you, Canadians and bloody Americans, man, I love the patriotism of the flag, man. We don't have that in Australia. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah,
I love it.
Do
you guys fly the flag a lot? I know the Canadians do. And they said, oh, we do it a little bit. I go, mate, it's more than bloody Australia. If I rose
We have them everywhere. Yeah, we have them everywhere.
I don't know.
Sorry to keep going.
It's a bit of politics in England. Like that, our taxi cabs weren't allowed to fly the flags because of what our government said or some crap like that. We had, and
yeah, it's like bloody Australia, them fucking wankers.
Yeah, we had like we had an Indian government who was saying that we're not allowed to fly British flags like some stuff.
Mate, if you do that in Texas, you know what you'll get, mate. I'll tell you. That's all I'll say to you. You don't bloody disregard, no matter who you are. Don't disregard the flag or the land of America, mate. I learned that bloody quick, mate. But they might tell you, beautiful bloody people there.